Hey everybody, it's an 8-parter. Who would have thought? 8 parts, eh? Actually, to be fair, I didn't think this playthrough would go on quite as long when we started it, but I have enjoyed this. This has been incredibly therapeutic. I mean, even down to the fact that I just get to kill the French just endlessly as they invade our lands. Beautiful. Really, really, really satisfying. I was having a peek around to see if I had any uranium in my empire, and I do have little bits here and there. Just in case, I'm going to use my builders just to get these guys involved. You can see actually a bunch of these cities have had spaceports I've been building, but I keep getting distracted with builders and bombers and all sorts of things. And until we get to the off-world mission, I can kind of avoid having to build spaceports, so that's fine. But look, we've got a uranium down here. I just picked up a uranium on this tiny island. No, one of the tiny islands I've got somewhere. I literally just picked it up. Where was it? Was it over here? No, where was it? Over here? No. You know what? I have no idea. I just improved a thing of uranium. Oh, here it is. Why did I not check here? Yeah, so here is actual uranium that I've got coming in now. And I believe I picked up at least one source somewhere around here. Oh yeah, here it is. In the former Macedonian lands. But generally speaking, all the uranium is kind of like down south in the Kemen lands. I mean, that doesn't bode well for them in the long run, does it? They've got at least 4 things of uranium. That's insane. And I'm about to pick up my 4th by taking over Nubian lands. But otherwise, I think France had some. Yeah, France has got some. England has got some. Persia's got some. There's some everywhere. The Mayans don't have any, which for them really, really sucks. I was just admiring how big the Mayans' empire actually was. 500 science, that's really good. We did see them get up to about 600 briefly. Oh, ugh. Strategic food genuinely makes me vomit if I put that on. Yeah, they were genuinely up that high, which is pretty cool. So I think that's got to be one of the highest I've seen them get to. Let's just quickly bomb the capital into smithereens. That you can see I've got bombers everywhere here. I don't think the helicopter's going to have enough health, is it? No, attack ineffective. You, my friend, really need to heal. I need to get another melee unit or 2 in here. This modern armor can do it for now. He's got promotion saved. Doesn't matter for now. There's the city, and there's uranium there. So, Nuri is next. I've got extra flight deck now on my aircraft carrier. Turns out ramming it pointlessly into cities worked really well in my favour. So we'll take that. There's a settler over here. Nubia have a settler. That is a little annoying. They're going to just end up just grief settling me, really. But that's okay. I'm just bombing all of their units. You can see this is just a systematically slow process, but I keep getting era score every time I do it. You know, because era score is a real problem of which we don't have enough of it. I think, what did we exceed our last era threshold by for Golden Ages? I think it must have been by about 150 points or thereabouts. So there you go, that's pretty good. I'll be back. I always love that. That makes me smile every time. But giant death robots that's quite a fun thing to unlock. We haven't unlocked the space project just yet, so here's nuclear fusion. I should really get the Manhattan project. That sounds like a fun thing for me. Trader capacity by 1, 25% tourism. Nah, I don't fancy that one. Industrial zone districts provide tourism. Okay, all the merchants are terrible. They're literally all terrible, but that's fine. I don't know what we were expecting, really. I've been building campuses, like, everywhere across my empire. Look at this, +5. Oh, tasty. I don't need the science. It's totally pointless. I'm just kind of seeing how high we can get it. We're at 1,500 at the moment. I mean, that sounds pretty cool to me. Here we go. It's the torpedo aircraft carrier. Oh, bang. Oh, yes. The fact that that thing is my most effective melee ship, that makes me smile. That makes me very, very happy. And in addition, it just sort of, you know, pulls all of the planes from where we need to go as well, which is entertaining. How do I get into the planes now? This is the problem. There we go. I have to manually select them. Oh, that's so painful. If ever you needed a lesson as to why you need to put walls in cities, or research steel, just for God's sake, research steel. Look, one bomber on a 79 strength city, the whole thing just disintegrates. It's just ridiculous. Here comes in another tank, and Nuri is now mine. One more city. I think this modern armor, it just deserves one last little foray, seeing as I've got all kinds of bombers just waiting on the wings again. This city, it just dissolves like putty under a warm shower. Not that I know what that is. I'd never put putty into a warm shower. That seems like an inappropriate use of putty. I mean, it's decent art material. It's very expensive. Never do that. No, no, no. Oh my god, they were actually building railroad for me. Oh, that's so amazing. I actually have conquered my own railroad. This is better than conquering uranium. Let's see how much they built. How much did they build? Oh, they literally just connected 2 cities. I mean, hey, I will take that. That is commendable, and I approve wholeheartedly. You have the Ursa seal of approval. Actually, I just need to go to the global resource market and trade some stuff, because I could do with some gold. It's melee units, which is my problem, really. I'm trying to get melee units, enough of them to take over cities. So coal is not a thing. Please tell me you want some oil, Coupe. This seems like the sort of thing you would want. 10 gold per turn, yes. Yes, absolutely, I will do this deal. We got a bit of gold. We've got 1,600 now. I'm just keeping an eye on the cities that have got like encampments in them, for instance, like this city with a military academy. Nuri can build me some units, but I mean, not the best units. I need quite a lot. Modern armor, 2,700. I'm going to need like 5,000 gold in order to purchase one of these beefy units. Yeah, melee units, I just really did not build enough. I didn't bring enough to this party. Oh, by the way, Jonathan Summers Harris, he's now a level 6 expert marksman. Yeah, he is. Could you believe the real-life controversy if Australia built not only a stock exchange, but then also discovered loads of oil next to Ursa and then started digging it up? God, but controversy would be ridiculous. Okay, can we finish this city off? Yes, we can. So that city is taken. Now, why have we not taken these guys out of the game? Because there's one more city of Tombos. Alright, I see you, Nubia. I see you in your Tombos city, and I will take it over. I'm highly impressed with the strength of these modern armor armies. They are so tough, especially because these particular sets of bombers just haven't got the tank busting upgrades or the land unit busting upgrades, so they're going to be a little bit weak. In fact, actually, this guy doesn't even have the range. Doesn't even have the range. Fly in. Fly somewhere helpful. Come on, if I shoot you and then I get the bomber to drop the bomb, that's the kill. There's the era score. Come on, France. Lay off it. So if I build an airstrip here, and that's right on the range of the Mayans, that gives me a little bit more room. Most of my life these days is just the re-maneuvering of bombers in order to get them as close to the front line as we can. Because at the moment, it's just the range. This continent is so big, the range will be absolutely fine once I get stuck into the Mayan cities, but until that point, it's taking forever. Mayans have just launched an Earth satellite. I just saw it, they tried to sneak it through, so Amanatori did it, and then so they saw the world, and the only thing they saw with their satellites was me coming for them, and now the Mayans have seen the same thing. So I'm still building the Mars project, but I'm manually doing it. I know I've got 1 boost charge, but yeah, seeing as I haven't actually researched the off-world satellites at the moment, and look, you see, I haven't. There's still nothing. So cybernetics and advanced AI are the ones I need to do. Let's just quickly do. That's the jump one. That's the anti-air one. Let's give anti-air to our death robots. I kind of like advanced power cells, but let's just do this. We'll see if it unlocks it. 1,600 science, by the way. Still going up. Still going up. So this tank just scales right up onto the hill there. Lovely. It can see all of the next targets. Start with the bomber furthest from the back, and we will start to bomb Mayan cities if I can reach. I cannot reach! I cannot reach! Okay, right, let's just fly you to there. In you come. There we go. There we go. Now we've got some movement. And well, bam, that should be the first city fallen. Okay, keep the city. How many turns? 8 turns. Hey, that's not bad. Victor, you know what time it is. Establish a forward base. 3 turns and he starts to give all the +4 loyalty to everywhere. Look at this, the Mayans only have 70 strength cities. These guys are like properly teched. Like ridiculously teched. I mean, I'm 69. 69. They're 60 techs. And then 52, 60, 50. Okay, so France and the Mayans are 9 techs behind me. That's not bad. Why is that taking them so long? I mean, look at this. The second bomber and the walls are pretty much already entirely down. It's mad. Please, please, if you make peace with me, I'll give you some lipstick. No. Into the future era. I've got advanced AI, near future governance. Here we go. Lovely. That doesn't actually do me anything apart from giving me 10 envoys. I've got a lot of envoys. It's a huge amount of envoys. I need to just double check and see, well, basically if there's any city-states that I can make friends with. I think Kumasi I could just jump in on and like give them friendship, but it's not going to do me much. Districts next to or on coastal lake tiles. Now that would be really, really good. This is an incredibly inefficient way of burning through all of my envoys, but Nanodol is kind of like safe. I can keep it protected. Why don't I just do it? I've got a lot of coast and lake stuff, so 639 culture. Let's just see what that does. It should be okay. 1,187. That almost doubled my culture. Yeah. All right. That was worth it. Oh damn! I didn't get. Oh damn it! It's was it cybernetics? Yeah. Right. Let's try cybernetics. See if that really reveals it for me. In comes the tank army. Whoop! One more city. Do I have enough gold to actually buy some more troops now? I can buy a modern anti-tank or a helicopter. You know, I am going to just buy a helicopter. I know it uses aluminium, but I've got enough aluminium at the moment. For once, the one playthrough in which I actually have enough aluminium. It's nuts, I know. Clearing the seas, just to stop my aircraft carrier from being killed. If this thing dies, oh, that would be painful. And all my bombers are now in beautiful range of just all of these new cities. Can I reach this one? Yes, I can. Oh, yes. Okay, we have a lot of bombing to do. Let's just see how far our range is. Yeah, you know, our range is perfect. Lovely. Actually, you know, we're going to get to the point where I can actually take, I think, 3 cities in one turn next time around if we play this right. Hey guys, it's not too late to win a diplomatic victory. Let's go for global warming mitigation. Hooray! What's that, a 24 pop city for me to take? That seems pretty fun. Now, why can't my tank get there? It's okay, my modern army can. I think it's because the encampment was kind of conveniently in the way. Bam! Oh, I had to think about that. That was a big city to flip. Rebellion in 3 turns. Well, this one was rebellion in 2 turns, and now it's already reconsidering its options. So we'll give it a little bit of time. The chicken pizza is a little bit tougher. Let's just move my aircraft carrier in. Look at this. Our bombers are now easily in range. So I'd have to say the combined arms. It's beautiful. Just watching your Air Force rock up on your Navy. It's everything that I've ever been preaching about what should make up a really, really good army in Civ. Just all executed brilliantly. Oh, I'm so modest, I appreciate. But here's the chicken pizza. That's one more. Is that going to be friendly? Almost friendly. In fact, actually, look, these cities are genuinely coming on side pretty quickly now. My helicopter can it make... No, it can't make its way all the way over. Oh, dear. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. These military engineers need to hurry up and get to the front line so I can start transporting my troops over quickly. These guys have genuinely built a road all the way here from my capital. Like, they are on the most epic of quests. It's brilliant. Oh wow, another economic policy slot. Nice. So what have we got? E-commerce, campus industrial zone, rationalism, economic union. Oh, we can have one other of something else. Anything else? What do we do? What do we get? Levy en masse. Actually, I have a few units now, and they are burning holes in where my wallet was. My wallet actually has now fallen through my trousers onto the floor. Oh, 1,794 science, by the way. Is that enough? Are you not entertained by that large amount? Oh dear, it's definitely reached that point of the game where I'm just like, build it all. I literally could not care what you build. And please don't starve yourselves. Oh, I hate this. I wish it would just, like the game, as soon as you picked up a city, it would just click this button 3 times just to work that out. Because at the moment, yeah look, the loyalty was absolutely being hammered just purely because the city was starving, but it didn't need to starve. It was totally pointless. Really weird. There's the Mars colony. Off it goes. And cybernetics is complete as well, which should mean that I've got now smart materials. Yes, there's smart materials, in which case the only place off-world mission and all the boosters could be is here. So we'll just go 1, 2, 3. And then future tech. We're getting there. We're getting there. Mary Leakey, still nobody has picked up Mary Leakey. Bless her. Giant Death Robot, Manhattan Project. It's a difficult one, that one. Oh, Statue of Liberty. You know what? I'm going to build the Statue of Liberty. It's only going to take 5 turns. And I still reckon I could probably force a diplomatic victory if I was cheeky. In comes the helicopter. One more city's down. Okay, now, can we take the capital? This is going to be the question. It all depends on whether or not our aircraft carrier can get in, and unfortunately a battleship is blocking our way, which we should just be able to bomb, and then my bomber heals itself with the War Department, so that's really not that much of a problem. But if I move to here, the aircraft carrier can go and take off Tombos next time. But do these bombers reach the capital? It's quite a long way. Oh, but it does. Oh, that's exciting. That's 3 bombers. We've got a load that are actually in the vicinity as well, so that's the 4th. Combine that with the 5th, and then, whoa, boom. Okay, city's mine. Good. That is another one. In fact, this city should be, yeah, that's happy now. This one's happy now. Capital's really not happy, but I bet if I just shake this around a little bit, look, there you go, rebellion in 6 turns. I told you it'd be happy. It's just being totally pointless. Go on, reassign Victor. Through you go there. That's pretty good. To the next highest pop city, Palanque. Let's take this one over. This isn't a city-state anymore, is it? That is now a Mayan city. I always forget they changed that one. Oh look, and Great Works. That's weird. They had a great writer just in their city, but there's also spaces, which means they've been funneling their great works out of the cities as quickly as they can to stop me from getting them. Sensible. Very sensible. And futile. It's not going to work, unfortunately, but still. I like the effort they're going to keep their artistic heritage from being fallen into the hands of the great Georgian Empire. What have I told you about embarking armies just off my coast? Not sensible. They are so easy to kill, and that's so much production lost just from that one unit. Honestly, one thing I totally forgot I could do is levy Nandol's inventory corps. It's actually really handy. Quick! I can use you as a melee unit now. To the front line! Smart materials! Okay, this won't take long. So predictive systems is going up, obviously, but if I find where my capital is, which is here, Statue of Liberty, lovely, good to see you, exoplanet expedition, stick you into space, and then we'll get Korolev, who's just stood there, to rush the damn thing. It's now done. We've got the last project in the air. We are now getting 1 light year per turn, and that will soon to be boosted once we, of course, fix this. I'm also just going to go through and pretty much all of my cities that are capable of doing global warming initiative, mitigation, sorry, I'm going to do it. And we're going to see if we can get our contribution below 0, so I can do the whole diplomatic penalty thing, which is hilarious. I would say a maximum of about 30% of my cities were able to build it, so the effect isn't going to be as huge as I hoped, but it's going to be entertaining nonetheless. Let's see which high population city centres we can take out this time round. There's enough for us to do some pretty decent damage here. So my aircraft carrier ones, as you can see, have just tickled Kalakmul, of which this helicopter is just going to go and have a little conversation with. Lovely. Up north, obviously we've got a modern armour and a tank ready to go. That's 2 cities, so I think Cobra and Palanque are the next ones to go. So this jet bomber, for instance, can just attack that city, followed by this one, and then I think we need 1 more strike just to finish it off. Great. I don't want the capital transferring just for now, because 79 strength is pretty weak, so let's just quickly see if I can get 3 bombers to take out Koba. I'm hoping it will, because I'm not reinforcing or letting it reinforce. Yeah, look, so both these cities are now on 0. Wonderful. Modern armour comes in to take this one. Lovely. And then we've got Palanque like so. Now, I need to be careful of the English here. I know for a fact they have, yeah, look at that, a lot of negative loyalty pressure from these great works, because they've been eating away at Persia. Do you see, look, Susa, Sparada, Gordian, down here, Shakar, Kamis. Oh god, I can't pronounce that, I'm so sorry. But, so we just need to keep an eye on that loyalty. I have the feeling that they're not going to let me, they're not going to let me just sort of keep the cities without a without a bit of a fight. Finally, because I can, the aircraft carrier comes in. Oh no! Oh no, I didn't, oh dear. There's a little bit more health needed to be taken away. Whoops! Yep, always make sure a city's on 0 health before chucking an aircraft carrier at it. I think that's a good piece of advice. I'm kind of disappointed with myself that there had to be a piece of advice on that one. That kind of should have been obvious, really. Never mind. Right, should we try again? Attack ineffective. You see, look, I've wasted my opportunity now. Okay, the aircraft carrier is pretty grumpy, but I've got an inventory core from Nana Doll, so it's not the end of the world. But still, poor aircraft carrier. Why did I do that? It's such a precious piece of kit, and I just barged it into the city with no like sense or logic or it was brutal. One more city falls here. Okay, we are now getting to the point where we're kind of running out of targets. We're going to have to continue going up north. Who is at war with me? Persians are at war with me, but Eleanor is not. We could just go after Eleanor now. I'm kind of tempted to, just because of, as I say, it's just sort of the, not boredom's the wrong word, but you know when you're sitting here and I'm more trouble if I'm not killing something, then I'm left to my own devices, and that's dangerous. In you come, Tickle. Tickle's been taken. Okay, look, do you see the tank actually can't get all the way through? So this is where my great military engineers are going to have to do their best. So which way is this coming? It's making its way down a road all the way. Okay, so you can get to kind of like here. That's not a problem. But my military engineers are really going to struggle to get there. Okay, if I build 1 and then I build 2, that means I can now come across and hopefully, I'm just going to have to build here and then here, and then hopefully this military engineer can come in. Oh no, he's not going to be able to reach. Okay, I don't think I'm going to be able to add much more, unfortunately. Can you make your way? No, you can't make his way. Well, just do what you can. Oh, I've got a great general. Nice. Oh God, I so rarely pick those up in games. I kind of miss playing as Grand Columbia for that exact reason, just being able to spam the things every time you hit a new age. So useful as a skill. Why is there a French spec op in the middle of my land? I don't remember allowing you authorization to be here. I'm just going to bomb you quickly. Is that alright? Just don't mind me. So in comes a helicopter strike for this city. That's a 10 pop. That'll help with the old loyalty in that area. We've also got a number of other bombers just all ready to crush these cities. This modern armor, there you go, it's going to come in and just shrink this one. Lovely. And then I've got another tank army who, well, as soon as the modern armors build a road so that I can kind of like get to, everything. Oh, I love these military engineers. I think I may actually be able to build something round the entire map, like genuinely like circumnavigating the map with these guys. Pretty cool. It is a turn where things get resolved. We have too many open things in this game. Let's just attack this, take this city out, and then Nubia is now out of the game. That's one less person. Delightful. And we can just take this city out as well, and then the Mayans are out as well, which is beautiful. Everyone comes to an end. Science victory. Nobody else has even discovered rocketry. Oh no, Persia have discovered rocketry, and Coupe, and France. Oh my goodness. Everybody, they may be getting to space before us. Oh, we can't have that. We cannot have that at all. Kamasi's just refusing to play ball, so the helicopter's just going to make short work of it. It's a nice little city. It'll help to just sort of keep me things, and hey, people may end up declaring an emergency on me because, you know, I've really got to be worried about that sort of thing. There's a free city here as well. What do we say to free cities and their appeal for independence? We say, of course. You know, I'm all about independence for free cities. Definitely. That sounds like something I would love to do. Oh come on. I just need some visibility in that area. I'm just being really annoying. There we go. So Tbilisi is about to finish the Statue of Liberty. We've got some aluminium spare, but I'd rather build terrestrial laser stations, especially while I've got 797 coal. just waiting to be used. I can burn all that. That's fine. We don't mind that at all. Statue of Liberty. Hooray! Where is it? Oh, our carbon emissions have just plummeted. I was wondering why I had minus 16 rather than minus 29. Okay, we're starting to reverse our carbon output. This may take some time. It may take a long time to be able to do this, but you never know. Major victory, meet minor success. Haha! I have just taken it. Liberate to Maori. Oh! You know, I will do that. Why not? Let's just remove some penalties. It's probably going to rebel very shortly, but hey, I'm a lovely guy. I'm just going to get loads and loads of liberation bonuses. Just to totally and mysteriously undo all of the damage that I have done to the world. So let's just take over this one as well. I think that's a liberation opportunity. Yeah, it is. Another load of diplomatic favour. Look at this. Oh no, that's Rapa Nui. That is a city-state. Oh, nice. I can now build Maori. Oh, I'm now up to 2,400 science per turn. How'd you like them apples? This is an episode of The Bravest Galley. The galley's just like sneaking around here. Just, it knows the battleship's there, but it just trusts. It trusts that its bombers, all the bombers around it will keep it safe. What it doesn't know is that I've already kind of used all these bombers this turn, so whoops. Integrated attack logistics. Oh, I love that policy. Extra movement, extra giant death robots, all the extras that you would want for that wholesome, filling diet. So a long time ago, these mountain tunnels have been made for me. It looks like the Persians actually made mountain tunnels themselves, just because they can't help it. They build all these military engineers and then don't really understand what to do with them. But, they shouldn't do that. Never ever build mountain tunnels unless you know exactly where they are going to be going. Because then sometimes this happens. Look, it's a tank army. I'm just going to park him there. And then, where should we drop? Should we drop to here maybe? Oh, look at that! I've just popped up a tank randomly in your empire. Hello. Now that I can see, it's bombing time. Look, Schrödinger. Unfortunately, Schrödinger, not somebody I need because I have all technologies. I'm just double checking who else was taken. Amal. No, I didn't need her either. Okay. This is fine. This is fine. I'm just going to pass. Pass on Schrödinger. Can't recruit. I've just got so much faith actually. I'm just having a look to see which great people I want. I'm actually on course for getting all great people at the moment, which is pretty cool. Do I want to rush anyone? You know what? I do. Just because I can. Just going to get 2 great writers and a great musician. You know, 1,700 culture, not good enough. Here's the first city I'm going to take from Persia. I am not going to be able to hold on to this very long at all. You can see Magnus was killed. I'm just kind of ignoring. I'm denying the fact that happened. So, we've got 4 turns. Rebellion in 4 turns. I don't think we're going to be able to keep out any of these cities because England is going to give us huge loyalty pressure. But that's okay. I think we can improvise. Let's just pull you to there and dump you there as well. Okay, Ray is next. 13 pop on this city. It's a bit better. We might actually be able to hold this city if we can take it. But at least we can sort of use it to hold other cities. I'd say 3 turns. 3 turns I can do a lot with. I can take a lot of cities in that time frame, so that's not a problem for me. Let's just quickly take this one. And boom! Nice. Keep that city. How many turns? 3 turns on that as well. And this one is now... Oh, that one's loyal now. That's hilarious. Okay, now if I take some planes from the distant past, just put them there, and then I'll move this one. Let's just rebase you to here. Okay, so we can now see Tarsus. I can actually, in theory, move my units almost all the way there now, which is cool. Move you to the encampment. Get you to kill that catapult. What other bombers have I got? I've got a few more bombers. Let's take on Tarsus. I think this is a good move. My first terrestrial laser station. Oh, they're taking a long time to get into the air, actually. Oh, Salam. He's actually quite good. Again, I don't need him, but I'd rather someone else didn't get him. Oh, and look. I can actually get the 100% production towards space race projects as well. And Sagan is next. I'm producing a lot of faith, so we should be able to get Sagan pretty soon. Actually, 3 great people in one turn is pretty good. Let's just quickly use Stephanie to boost the speed of all this. I think actually I'm pretty happy with how this is going. Yeah, it's 2 turns now. That's not too bad. And then Salam is not going to do anything for us. I've already taken over everything. I've discovered absolutely everything there is to discover in the game. This military engineer's job, I believe, is to just see if I can put down an airfield anywhere. Absolutely anywhere will do. If I were to just jump you to there and then move you to here and then do an airstrip. Yes! Oh, it worked. That is good because I've got planes everywhere that can now just get dumped into the area. Oh, yes. This is wonderful. Oh, I love it when you just get the opportunity just to bring more bombers in. Okay, that's delightful. Tarsus remains my priority. Can we take this city on? The answer is going to be definitely yes. It's just about how quickly we can do it. Like so. I'm going to just do one more bomb just to drop this one in. And then this tank army just can come strolling in, take the city, yoink. Thank you very much. Rebellion in 3 turns. Yep, look, this is the problem. This is the problem. We have huge English loyalty pressure. I don't think we're not going to be able to let England off here. They are definitely causing us more issue, and I don't think we're going to be able to hold on to the cities as long as they live. So we'll see about that. We may have to declare on them very quickly. This is what I love about Georgia. Look, Heartbeats of Steam, Industrial Era Buildings, +1 Era Score. I need 487 for a Golden Age, and I've got 580. 580. I mean, honestly, it's nuts. Okay, this is the capital. I will end up taking the capital over. I'm just going to quickly make the attacks on Zankra first, just to stop the palace from switching. That additional combat strength it gets from just being a palace. Ugh. Really annoying. I always forget about it until it's too late. Right, so there we go. Those are those 2 cities dead. Let's just quickly get the modern armor army in, ready to fire, taking over. Fantastic. Very good. And then this is the capital, which is another one. Delighted. That's brilliant. Okay, -3, that'll do. And +16. It's a bit better. -19. Okay, right, Victor needs to move again to this city just to hold on to it. You know, I may just about be able to keep up with the loyalty, but I am going to kill England anyway because, quite frankly, the idea of unifying this continent fills me with a little bit of joy. With this helicopter strike, I believe that is Persia out of the game. So rarely have I seen this side of war. I know it's tough. It's really, really tough. That is all of their cities loyal. Nice. So the question is, do we go after England or do we continue going after France? Just as one more laser station goes up, we are a race against time. A race against time. We're doing 3 light years per turn. We're at 11 out of 50. So at the moment we have a max of 10 turns left. I can tell you now, it probably won't be that many. You know what? I'm going to go after England because, quite frankly, they're annoying. Territorial expansion. Yes. This is going to be good. I'm just double checking to see if my allies want to come into this fight with me. Join ongoing war, territorial war. Oh, they will, but they want some stuff for it. Okay, well, I have a lot of stuff now. I'm not going to beat around the bush. I have an incredibly large amount of stuff. So, oh yeah, 3 amenities. They are all over that. Actually, that gives me the impression that I probably could sell them amenities for a lot more. Let's just have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 amenities they don't have. 45 gold per turn. How much gold will they just give me up front? About 900. About 900. Nice. I'll take that. That'll go straight towards the giant death robot fund. Yeah, the Maori don't want in. They're pretty like meh about the whole thing. You know what, Maori? I don't need you. I really, really don't need you at all. Let's get these jet bombers immediately involved by taking as many English cities as we can. I think we're going to have a lot of success here. If only we can get this aircraft carrier, for God's sake, round to the fight, because this is taking... He's just the wrong side of everywhere right now. Jet bombers, I'm going to have to just release you. You are no good where you are right now. Okay, England cities are much, much tougher. This is a 5-bomber run just to take this city on. 6 bombers. And this one will probably be the 7th bomber. So look, that's a lot of force. Okay, need to be a little bit careful here. Major victory for this modern armor. I'm still going to be able to take the cities. Liberate Persia. No. What I'm going to do is I'm just targeting the cities that have got the great works in them, because these are the ones causing me the issues. Like this one, for instance. Which city is this? It's at Susa. Okay, Susa I think is the next target. Special session. Tamir has captured Kumasi. Oh dear. Let's just have a quick look and see how much... no, nobody's really put any votes into it. Nobody really cares about England. England hasn't really. France hasn't really. Okay, so if I just put like maybe 5 votes down onto that one, I'm hoping that will reject that emergency. I just can't be bothered to fight an emergency right now. Was 5 enough? I hope 5 was enough. Feels like a bit of a waste of my favour, but here we go. There's another laser station. Failed. Only 2 votes actually. I probably should have calculated that, but I was just assuming my allies would at some point turn on me, but they haven't actually. So far, they've been extremely well behaved. Now this bomber, look, is actually injured, so I'm attacking then killing the artillery. Oh, it heals itself. Gotta love that war department. So there's Susa. Let's just strike that city. 14 population of pure goodies. Rebellion in 4 turns. I can take that. Okay, Sparta next. Oh, I love this. I love this time of the game where you just start to really, really run on steam. So there is Sparta taken as well. Nice. Keep the city. Full loyalty. Wow. Okay, this is proving slightly more effective than I could have hoped for, really, actually. Let's just move the jet bombers in. Visibility. Oh, actually, look. They built an aerodrome for me. Oh. You shouldn't have. You really, really shouldn't have, because now I have, like, full visibility in all of your cities. And actually, I can attack from down here with my bombers as well. I don't even need to rebase these ones. Oh, I love jet bombers. Please, somebody make a mod for me, just where I can have better jet bombers. That would be so much fun. Actually, this modern armor is going to be able to take its 2nd city of the turn. Oh, player of the round. So looking at the great works, London and Manchester are the 2 cities that have the most. So it's London and Manchester which I'm going to fight my way to. I think I may take a little day trip via Stoke. I hear it's an interesting place. Let's go visit it. Excellent. Right, here we go. First attack in. Modern armor army. Yes, modern armor. That's how you pronounce it. Where's my furthest bomber? Over here. Right, come on and rebase right into Stoke. Ah, look at that visibility. Oh, look, Sheffield has a battleship. Huh. Pretty sure Sheffield doesn't have a battleship in real life, but cool. We'll roll with it. This alternative universe where Sheffield has a battleship. Oh well. One more laser station. Just gonna sneak in a cheeky... levy en masse. Let's get rid of that for a second. A cheeky containment. Here we go. Lovely. So this gives me double envoy use on cities that city-states that follow somebody that doesn't follow the same government as me. Let's just have a quick peek, shall we? Hong Kong is an option. Lisbon is another option. What does Hong Kong do? City projects. Oh, I've got a lot of city projects going, but unfortunately they don't have a suzerain. That's a little bit annoying. Lisbon, Bologna. Oh, that is extra great people points. Hey, that's way too late in the game to be useful. But I'm just going to put 7 points in them, and then that immediately will plonk into 14 points. There you go. That's not too bad. Bologna is not mine, but it will be mine soon. Oh, can you imagine if that was my religion as well? Oh, that would have been even better. And Manchester is mine. Soon I'll be blessed with the likes of Elbow and Oasis. But not before we visit my hometown. Good old London. What a delightful, lovely place it is to live. I have never literally been so happy to be just bombing it repeatedly. Oh, this is so satisfying. The world is cooling, by the way, and I've almost 40% reduced my CO2. I don't think I'm going to hit 0, but you can see I've actually gone down from 2 degrees to 1.9 degree. So it is working, strangely enough. We are actually reducing CO2, and we are beginning to cool the planet now. Nice. Woohoo! Right, let's do this. I like the idea of heavy cavalry units getting more strength. World game sounds amazing. That of me getting more diplomatic points is brilliant, and I like the idea of being able to produce cheaper units. Now, the most important one, we'll just put a couple of votes into this one, but the most important one, of course, is this. The most points somebody's got is the Kemens, so if I put 11 votes in, that's more than they can produce, and then we'll go for like maybe 6 votes in this one, and I quite like this idea as well, 8 votes in that. I don't know if that's going to go through, we shall see, but I've got no diplomatic favour coming out of this, so I think I have actually produced a load of points. We'll see where that leaves us. Yay! I won everything! That's amazing. Okay, great. How many points did that? I walked away with 5 diplomatic victory points. What am I on now? 17. 17 out of 20, ladies and gentlemen. We can do this. Okay, London has fallen, I believe. Yes. Whoa, okay, that is all the great works out of commission now, pretty much. We've stripped all of the culture from poor old Eleanor, and we enjoy that. We enjoy that an awful lot, because that culture was really, really annoying. Now, we're just going to use all of our bombers just to mop up, really. And I come to Plymouth now. Whoa, one more. 37 out of 50. Yeah, we're definitely going to get the science, unfortunately, before we get the diplomatic, but we were close to both. Just shows you how quickly you can turn a diplomatic victory, well, from nothing, really, as long as you're willing to just build the Statue of Liberty and invest in a little carbon recapture. Oh, my carbon recapture is it's doing well. Look, I've actually stopped global warming, and it is now being begrudgingly reversed. Hull is mine now. Everything is slowly falling. Sheffield is proving ridiculously difficult to get to just because of the battleships inside it. It just doesn't want to fall, so I'm just sort of ignoring it, really. We're just sort of going round it. If I just take all the cities round, then, you know, there'll be no one to stop me. In comes the helicopter to Leeds. It should be good. There's one more city now. Oh, Sheffield, come on, just rebel. You know you want to. Why would you build a helicopter army, France? No. That's the worst use of aluminium ever. I mean, admittedly, it did take 3 bombers to kill it, but I could just bomb it. Why did you just make a fighter? Right now, a fighter would be so much more useful for you. Radiant deeds, bright as sunshine. I believe that we have our science victory. I am kind of a little bit gutted we didn't go towards diplomacy any sooner, because we had 17 points. We easily could have done that. Religion was just a hilarious game to observe. Oh yes, look at this, ranking 4,500. That's one of my best games I've ever done. Science wise, it was an interesting one, because as I say, when I was fighting China at the beginning, it really suppressed me, and that probably kicked me, especially the long war with Brazil. It wasn't until the last 20% of the game that I shot up. Now you see, like, it's mad. And also this point, this is when I started to take people over. Player gold, I always have that graph because it's absolutely stupid. Units killed. Again, I didn't even do that much war. Units lost. I did lose more than I would like to have done. But here we go, there's the laser station. It's all good. Culture-wise, look, I was even beginning to get some culture. 1,400 tourism. That's purely because of all my walls. I had all the Renaissance walls, of course, and then also because of other stuff. Look, world climate actually was beginning to warm. Oh no, it was cooling, and my contribution was almost below 0. So I was beginning to push. Look, Eleanor already had 0 favour. Other people were beginning to lose their favour as well, because I'm cooling it so fast. People's diplomatic favour was just being hemorrhaged, so there's nothing people could have done. Nothing people could have done to stop my diplomatic victory. Haha! There we go. Look, I managed to almost take over all of England. France were there, and I mean, honestly, they had a couple of cities like Bordeaux with this missile cruiser fleet that would have been a little bit difficult, but I could have easily taken them on. What a game. What a game. This capital would have been really easy to take. The Kemen's capital was pretty close to their front line as well, so I could have just easily dipped in with a couple of giant death robots and stolen that. So a domination victory wasn't far off for me either. I just couldn't be asked to go for a domination victory. Although, how close technically were we? We're missing 3. Yeah, 8 capitals captured. So that's not too bad. But I mean, this start, just think about how close we were wedged in. Like, of all of the map, all of this horrendous map, Brazil had all of this space up here. And China and me wedged together by this ridiculous mountain range. Half of it was tundra. I mean, honestly, that was a cruel start, but we did it. We did it. Who was the closest person to start to us otherwise? Alex was all the way... Where was he? Pella was all the way up here. And then the Kamens were here and the Aztecs were over here. So all of this was empty as well. That's mad. Absolutely mad. Anyway, join me next time. Yeah, I really enjoyed that game. I'm about to go on holiday. I should point that out. I'm literally about to go away for about a week. I'm pretty sure the videos should be running continuously while I'm gone, but there may be a couple of days break, just to warn. Until then, see you all next time. Bye! And finally, a very special shout out goes to Scott Stratton for all of the help you give on Patreon, as well as everybody else who likes and subscribes to the video. Cheers, you help keep me going.